podcast.
I'm going to put it out there as well. So we do have
Putting it out there.
a live version of the podcast, which
From back in the day.
from back in the day before Corona. All
Corona?
filmed and shit, complete with visual gags and all kinds of ill shit.
Shenanigans.
In front of a
Shenanigans.
sold-out audience at the podcast festival. So,
Sold out, yeah,
if
sold
enough
out.
people get in touch and ask us for it and say, "Oh, I'd like to watch that live version for free," enough people do it, we will stick it up on YouTube for you. Hello and welcome to the Killer Rabbit Podcast, where we three anthropomorphic rabbits sat on our little
Toadstools.
woodland toadstools in the woodland of whimsy, and we like to chat and talk about things that have happened during our woodland adventures. Don't we, Mr. Adam Chase?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm Sam. I'm joined by Mr. Adam Chase, and Benson's over there.
Hello.
Hooray! It's Killer Rabbit Podcast. It's
Bam,
the
bam,
podcast
bam.
where we sometimes troll the internet to find the strangest, surrealist, and most silly stories we can and bring them to your very ear holes. And other times we just talk absolute nonsense. So welcome
True.
along. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
How are we all?
All right, it's fucking hot. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free.
We're having a bloody summer now, aren't we? Decided.
It's summer in autumn.
It's
Wait
the
till
most,
September.
the most British thing ever to complain about the lack of summer until it exceeds 25 degrees. Then proceed to moan about
Yeah.
the temperature.
Fucking hot, me. It's fucking
I'm
hot.
fine. I'm absolutely fine today.
Your forehead says otherwise.
It's dry.
There is a shine.
That's grease. That's
and
just
a shimmer.
that's just general grease. Is that?
Hi, I'm Benson's forehead, and I'm really hot and sweaty.
My forehead does not sound like
That
that.
is exactly what your hat. I have spoken to your forehead, and that's exactly what. it
I
sounds
would like to know what Benson thinks his forehead sounds like.
I think it'll be down here.
You think your forehead's got a lower voice than you do?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's
Just
crazy.
your forehead.
Yes.
How does that work?
It has to contain all the brain matter.
There's not much.
There's not much. That's what I mean. There's a lot of empty space
Yeah.
for the voice
Oh,
to
for
echo
the
around.
reverberation.
Yeah.
It's the cavernous area.
It needs some-
Deeper sounds sound better in
That's true.
a big church hall. than
That's
that.
what you need. You need that church hall reverb on
Oh.
there. That'd be your internal voice, your forehead voice.
My internal monologue sounds like this.
Like the Tasmanian devil.
So
It's really hard to concentrate with that going on in the background in my head.
your forehead is a sultry, sexy Lothario, but your
No, too many words.
inner voice is some weird, squeaky voice teen. That what's going on there?
Essentially, you've pretty much hit the nail on the proverbial head.
Not the actual
not
head.
the
Not the
Just
actual
the
head, 'cause that hurt.
What's
Yeah.
the proverbial head of a nail?
Yeah, if you hit him on the hail with him on the
On the
hail,
hail.
on the hail with an
On the
head,
nail.
Kind of on the hail.
if you hit him on the hail with an head, then it'd go, ow, or whatever.
Ow.
There we go.
Ow.
Thank you. So, Benson, you've been doing interesting things. Tell us all about your excursion to the Hill District.
The
Hill District. Previously known as the Lake District, until I arrived to notice there was a lack of water, a
lot of hills.
a lack of bodies of water, but a shitload of hills.
There's definitely more hills there than lakes.
Yeah.
If you counted them both up, they've really dropped the ball on naming that place.
They have, haven't they? They really have.
There's hills all the way from.
I saw a lake, yeah, but there's 58 hills, mate. But there was one lake. It was very nice.
It's a very nice lake.
It's a big
Very
lake.
nice.
I don't think that Lake
Yeah.
District would sell it more than hill. You can't go skiing in the hills. Well, actually, you
Could
can.
call it. They could call it the Green Hill Zone, and then we'd all be there.
Ah, I
right?
love that.
Full Sonic style.
You know what though? And this is. We always say that Yorkshire's like God's country.
What do you mean, like?
is.
We
It
say
is.
it's God's country.
Yes,
it's
thank
beautiful scenery and everything.
It's not a simile, it's a metaphor.
It's what?
And stopped.
What's the difference between a simile and a
Similarly,
Simile.
simile?
Very simile.
Well, it's similarly named.
A simile is a comparison that uses like or as, whereas a metaphor is a direct comparison.
But you could say something's like something, it'd be a metaphor.
No, so it
Oh,
would be a
okay.
simile.
All right.
And there you go.
Would you
that's-
say the words are
that's the
quite
difference.
similar?
I'd say they're quite simile, yeah.
So there's lots of hills, but I did lots of adventurous things, way more adventurous than I would usually.
what sort of adventure?
I fired a shotgun.
Boom.
Someone
into my-
trusted Benson
With
with,
a shotgun.
not just a gun, a shotgun.
A shot.
How
gun.
many people were injured after
I lost a leg.
that? Yeah, I noticed.
So, It healed quite quickly though. The stump is a bit tender.
What sound did your leg make? I want to know how your leg sounds if your forehead goes.
Your
"Hello."
forehead
Well, it's not here anymore. So I
Well,
don't know
what did it sound like before you shot it
I
off?
should disconnect it. I can't remember.
You can't remember what your leg sounded
Immediately
like.
forgot his voice when he got
It's
shot.
like the opposite to Phantom Limb. You just forget about it completely.
Like
I
he
imagine
never
it
had
would have sounded
ever.
like.
That's an interesting voice for a leg.
Mm.
Well, you don't know till you listen to your leg.
So you lost a leg.
I lost a leg. I drove a boat.
Do you drive a
Drove it.
boat?
Well, you
Yeah.
don't sail it because it was a motorboat.
It's a motorboat. You would drive
would
it.
drive
You drive a
it.
boat? That doesn't
Yeah.
sound right.
I
in my
didn't
head.
say-
You would
sail it.
drive it.
because it didn't have a sail.
Where did you go boating?
In one of the
one of the
very
hills.
rare
One of the hills.
The single leg.
in the
I'm
single.
not moving anywhere.
That's another thing. They pluralized it. It's just the lake, district.
The
Featuring
singular
hills.
lake.
Which lake was it?
Ullswater.
Oh, was
Elsewhere
it?
It was.
Ullswater.
It was. I sailed all the way from one end to the other and back again. Fired more shotguns. Went quad
While on the
ba- I
boat?
went quad
So
bike.
you just get a shotgun,
On the
shoot
boat?
it, jump on a boat, sail back and forth, then get off and go shoot some
Some
shotguns
people
again.
would-
Fucking
people-
James Bond over here.
Was there a jet ski as well
Some
involved?
people would call it piracy. Having a shotgun on a boat, shooting other boats, getting on that boat, shooting more shotguns.
Benson's the captain now.
I don't think you can get to international waters in the Lake District.
You can if you go over the hills. That's what's stopping the piracy is very localized to the lake.
hills of the pirate barrier.
They put all the
I think.
pirates into the lake and went, just have your fun in here. Surrounded by hills. I went quad biking. That was at the same time terrifying and really, really fun.
It's quite scary while you're getting used to it, isn't
Yeah,
it? But then when
and
you get into it, it's like, oh, I'm the best quad biker that's ever lived.
and we were doing big hills because it was the hill district.
Yeah.
Little hills.
You didn't go in the
to check-
lake?
yeah, you weren't going in the lake in
We
the
went in the
quads,
river.
right?
We went in the river on the
In the
quads.
quad?
You drive up a bit of the river on the quads, and it's like you have to go through ups and downs. I don't know what you'd call
Hills.
it. No, but like small ones, like little things, like and going into little valleys and things.
Molehills.
But you'll think the steering's easy, and it's not. You steer what you think's the full amount you would need to steer, and you need to do like another full. I don't know how to describe it, but it was terrifying at first, and then I got used to it, and then I thought, oh, I'll go a bit faster. Then I went over a rock, and I thought I was going to die. It's like I was in the air at one point. That was fun. But what was really cool to me, it might not be that cool to everyone else, but 2 American F-35s flew over whilst I was on the quad bike.
It's full James Bond.
Yeah,
It was
James
fucking
Bond.
badass.
You have the shotgun on your back as well.
Yeah, the shotgun on my back. Obviously, you can't take a plane down with a shotgun. We saw some of the typhoons fly over whilst I was on the boat, so it was.
Fucking hell, fucking attack helicopters as well and everything. Did you get other motorcycles?
No, I saw a normal helicopter. We think as
Was
well.
there an old
What's
dude
a-
with a cat?
What's a normal helicopter?
One without guns.
Just that's it.
A helicopter.
A helicopter without guns is a normal helicopter.
I would say so.
Was there a dude with a cat sat in a chair, stroking it slowly?
And turning around on the chair.
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
Ah.
Not continually
He was
turning
the-
around
he
on
was
the
the
chair. Let's
person-
just say he
He's
just does that one.
constantly
Yeah.
spinning with
I,
a cat.
I can't converse with you while you're.
He was a bit green in the
Wait, wait.
face. But yeah, he sold us
I've been
the.
expecting you. Mr. Bond.
I'm really struggling keeping up with this conversation when you keep fading away and coming back and turning around. But yeah, it was a great week away. We, as they say, brought the weather with us and brought it back because it's just been sunny since I got there and then back.
So this is your fault.
This is my fault, yes. The nice weather.
You bastard.
And just to say that we've got the windows shut, we're on the top floor of an apartment block. We are really putting the effort in here to bring you this fucking bullshit. So I hope you appreciate it.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Do you appreciate it?
No.
No, we don't appreciate it. That's the
It's
thing.
so
I think
melty.
it earns us at least one more 5-star review. from
I
someone.
would agree with that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's the
agree.
least
Yeah,
you
if
can
you
do.
are if you are listening to this, you leave us that one 5-star review, and that's all we need. Don't converse with other people to see if they've left one. Just assume they haven't.
Everyone,
You leave it for it.
Yeah.
make sure you.
That's
leave
the
one.
problem, isn't it? Everybody thinks, somebody else will leave one.
They never do.
They never do. They never do.
Never.
Lazy bastards.
Apart from Shireen. Well done, Shireen.
Shireen.
And Shireen bought us a coffee.
Shireen has now made the
Yay.
hat trick. She's been listed,
Listed.
named on, called out on 3 episodes now in a row.
Because she's doing all the shit that I ask for at
Bought
the
us
end
a
of the
coffee.
episodes.
Bought us a coffee on the warmest day of the year.
It'll be a nice coffee.
It's not a real coffee. It's a metaphorical
is it not?
coffee.
It's a
Is it
simile- it's a
similar-
simile
Yeah.
coffee.
Is it similar to a
It's
coffee?
similar to a coffee. It's a tea. So it's a tea.
Well worked.
So
Thank you, Shireen.
you've got some more important news, I believe,
Dun, dun, dun,
from
dun,
your
dun,
trip
dun.
Have I?
that links to an episode previously.
Oh my gosh!
This is why I
That's very
stayed quiet
polite
in the WhatsApp
Oh
group,
my
because I thought
gosh.
this is content here. This
It is content.
This is pissing content.
It is pissing content, not trash talk. This
No.
is pissing content.
Oh shit! I haven't made. Can we just use the trash talk one anyway and pretend it says pissing content? Pissing content.
Well worked again. So previously,
On pissing content.
Sam went to Wales
Yes.
and we talked about Superloos. Oh, there weren't Superloos. They were non-branded, paid-for loos where you have to pay 50p to
It's true.
drain the main vein. And I said, jokingly, almost, what's that word when you say it?
Flippantly.
Flippantly.
Yes.
That, I'm surprised they don't have card readers on them anymore. Well, guess what? Whilst in the Hill/Lake District, formerly known as Lake District, there was a sign that said 50p for the toilet. I can't remember the word for word, but 50p for the toilet. Cards accepted.
Damn.
Scan your card on the reader and go into the loo.
They're ruining it.
I even got a picture with it to prove. In fact, I took a picture of it and then took a picture of me next to it to make sure you didn't think I'd just Googled
And then
the
he sent a
sign.
picture of him pissing and
On the sign.
Too much.
Dreadful.
Too much in the end.
On the sign. It was next to
Careful.
this is only funny for me, but it was next to a shop called the big shop with the little door. And I just went,
there a
it's not
small
that
door?"
little.
Was the shop that big?
The shop wasn't that big either, and the door was, I would say, a standard-sized door for a building of that size, but it contained over 400 gins. I started counting them and lost count after like 10.
400 gin.
That's what they're banking on, Benson. You should have stuck it to the end. And
It's
then
only
gone,
got- it's only got-
excuse me,
You've
it's
only
only
got
394.
I'm like a full refund on nothing that I bought, thank you. So
How can you
yeah,
have 400 gins? Name them all. Go.
rhubarb,
Nah, that's
rhubarb
too many.
and ginger,
And rhubarb.
ginger and rhubarb, rhubarb liqueur,
That's not a gin.
peach, apricot, apple, banana.
Anyway.
Straw-
So, did they take coins as well? Or is it now just a super loo that only takes, like,
supreme loo,
contactless.
if you
You
will.
don't have contactless, you can't piss.
well, that's what I was thinking, because I like
Some people
the
still
fact...
don't have contactless cards.
Yeah, I like the fact that it takes card, but then if they're excluding people that don't have cards, then we're just back to square one,
Yeah,
aren't we?
it's like when the car parks all changed where you had to bring change anywhere you went if you were going to be paying for parking. Whereas now, they don't accept coins anymore. They just accept your card.
Oh, when I went to... Oh,
Oh.
here we go.
Oh.
Dum dum.
So when I went to Wales, I actually left a few places that I wanted to visit because the ticket machines in the car park only took coins. I don't have coins, but some of them had a number to ring.
And then you go to
And I called it, and it was like, "Thank you for calling Park Mobile." And I was like, I can't be asked for this. But then we got somewhere that I really did want to go, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to stick it out.
like,
I'm gonna
please
stick
say
it out.
your registration number now.
I fucking wish it did. Fucking wish it did. It says
Please enter your penis size
we-
in inches.
What? We can tell from the number you're calling from that you haven't registered. To register, press 1. Okay, press 1.
Here we go.
Please,
This is like Ringo.
please. It's
Not Ringo from the Beatles, but Ringo
yeah,
the parking.
sort of
company.
like that, but I've used Ringo and it wasn't nearly as painful as this one. It was.
Ringo's all right.
This was fucking dreadful.
Ah.
So it's asked me to select what type of card I've got. Again, not saying it. What type of card first, then the card number. So you type in the card number, then it reads it all back to you. Is this correct? Yes, it is. And then it says, what's the expiry date? And you type that
At
in.
this point, your car's been
And
clamped.
it says, yeah, exactly. Is this correct? Yes, it is. Type in the numbers in. What's the CVV code on the back? Type in the numbers. Is this correct? Yes, it is. And then it goes, right, to confirm your parking, press 1. Okay, press 1. Please enter the number of the car park where you are. For fuck's sake. Type in the number. This car park requires your registration. So you've said, oh, just say your registration. No.
Type it
Please enter the number of the first letter of your registration.
Oh.
For A, B, or C, press 1. For
Right,
D,
oh, and
then you have
E,
to go-
or F, press 2. So I've got to wait all the way for it to get down to Y.
Why?
Why?
I'll guess which Y is, but
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
so I've done that, and then it goes to you. You press the number, and then it says, for X, press 1. For Y, press 2. For Z, press 3. And for fuck's sake, press that. And then it goes, you have entered Y. Is this correct? Press 1 for every single
Single
character.
digit.
Was there not an app?
Oh.
No,
They
no.
normally have apps these places now.
It possibly had an app, but I was in the middle of nowhere in Wales, and
No signal.
yeah, no signal.
Well, signal enough for the
Signal enough for the phone, but no. You know
The
when
old
it,
Not like
H plus
4G,
signal.
just
Yeah,
edge coming through.
yeah, or
What the fuck is H? What? The fuck is H or H plus?
I've never even seen H or H
I've
plus.
not-
I've
It
seen
goes
E.
4G, 3G, 2G, H, GPS.
Where's 1G? What happened to 1G?
1G never existed.
Just
1G
G.
was H.
It was
plus.
just G.
it was the OG. So yeah, parking. One place, I got all the coins ready in my hand. £6 for 2 hours as well. Disgusting. And I was about to I put the first coin in. It rejected it. So I put it in, scratched it on the side like you do.
Yeah.
Put it in again. Then I read the sign saying this machine doesn't accept coins. It's card only. I was like, that would explain the coin rejection situation. But it was in very small. I don't know why I'm signifying how big the writing was in my hands, but very small writing. It was card only.
Bastards. On the one that I went to
Sneaky.
with the really fucking annoying phone number, it actually had spaces and the icons for contactless on the machine, but just a big plastic bit where it should be. So it's like they got the machine that would accept it.
But it didn't actually.
Didn't
put
pay for the upgrade.
We don't have those around here.
Contactless card.
instructions in that.
They're still on the old
Mental.
credit card thing when you go.
Long story
Oh,
short,
God, when you take a scan of the card, like a print.
I used to love them.
I mean, it's a nice sound in that.
It
Oh,
is
Sam used to
cool,
love them.
but-
Yeah, old
but-
school.
We need
But-
another stock sound effect there. If we can put on.
I heard it. Yeah, the sound of an old school credit card reader. Beautiful. That can go on
Credit
free
card
sound as
reader.
well.
Credit card reader.
Fucking take a rubbing of the credit
Oh,
card.
it's like when you used to do wax crayon rubbings
That's
in
exactly
school.
what
isn't
it is. That's what it is. Just for a credit card and a quick version of it.
Imagine if they'd sit there with a wax crayon, just rubbing an imprint of your
What
card.
colour's the
sir.
card? Have my red crayons run out?
Oh no! So yeah, councils fuck off with your paid parking. Councils fuck off with your paid
Paid
toilets.
toilets.
Just make it
Disgusting
easy to
behaviour.
do. It's fine.
Either
I
way,
left the
it's
place.
disgusting behaviour.
I'm going to park my car in a
Disgusting.
toilet and shit in a car park.
Yeah.
I went to Harlock in Wales, lovely little place.
Where?
Drove Harlock. It's got a nice
Harlock?
Harlock. It's got a nice little castle. Drove
Harlock
all
Castle.
the way to the car park. Walked to the cash machine, the ticket machine. Just thought, fuck it, I can't be asked. So they lost out on my custom. And think of the ice creams and things that I would have bought.
know.
Several.
At least several.
At least several.
At least several.
There was one more. There's one more parking place I had an issue with where it was coins only, but you had to walk to the information kiosk to pay on card. So I begrudgingly, I think that's the right word, walked up, which was like a 2-minute walk. Bear in mind we were going.
2 minutes. How very.
Bear in mind we were
dare
going on a 6-mile walk in total, but
Very-
2-minute walk
just,
to the.
Just vile, isn't
And
it?
I went, and it was quite early in the morning. It was like 9 o'clock, so to some people quite early. It was like, "Good morning, how can I help?" And I just went,
Just punch
"Parking, £6, please."
And then they gave you a sticky little cake, and you went, "It's not bonfire night."
Oh, I love a bit of parking.
Everyone loves a
I
bit
don't
of
like
parking.
paying for parking
Or parking.
or parking. No,
it
I
should be
prefer
free.
that if it's
parking
free.
should be free.
Yeah,
On bonfire night.
Yeah,
at least.
definitely.
celebrating terrorists.
Sorry.
Celebrating terrorists. No, celebrating the,
Oh, right,
reminding the
yes.
government that we can take them out at any moment,
With
right?
free parking.
So yeah, did you pay for the piss? That's what I really want to know.
Oh no, I didn't need one at the
Did
time.
you piss on the sign?
Oh, you just took a picture
the
just
the
to wind
sign
me up.
aggravated me that much that my piss dissolved back into my body.
It boiled your piss that much.
No, I don't-
That's why you
I
didn't
don't
need
like
to
that
piss
saying.
because it was
steam
boiled.
came out of his
Yeah.
ears.
I
the
don't-
boiled
yellow
piss
steam.
Yeah.
I hate that saying. I've said it
Boiled
before
piss.
to you. Oh, it boils my piss, does that?
That saying does. Boils your
Yeah.
piss, does it?
It really annoys me. It's
It's
like people on Facebook, when some trivial thing happens. Boils my piss, does that? Does it? Does it really? Is that a metaphor?
Do you know what boils my piss? Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like boiling. My
See, we
piss,
learn
wouldn't it?
things I learn
Do.
things on this podcast.
What boils my piss?
Stop saying.
I just thought this wouldn't boil your piss. Adam.
Oh.
Your piss would not be boiled
Would
by
it not
this.
boil? It'd be
no,
boiled
your
by
piss
it.
it would
remain
remain at
lukewarm.
it would remain at tepid temperature at all
Tepid.
times.
Go on then. What would boil your piss?
Oh, what does boil my piss and continually boils it is when they move shit around in a supermarket. Oh,
When you've worked out your layout that you know for enough time, and then they move it all.
yeah.
Stop going to supermarkets.
I went to Asda.
Stop
Other
going- stop going
supermarkets
to
are available.
supermarkets.
They did a few little moves here and there, but it was fairly easy. And then I went back a week later and they changed that. Listen to this, right? Fucking canned veg
They put on the top
on
shelf.
the chocolate aisle.
On the chocolate.
The
aisle.
chocolate aisle. So you had like peas, sweet corn, carrots, dairy milk. What the fuck
That's
is that
because
In
you're
about?
case
like,
you want to make pea chocolate.
somebody's making a decision there. You're either going for the peas and the carrots, or you're getting dairy milk.
Yes.
Make
Healthy,
your
healthy,
choice.
healthy. Not so healthy.
That's what they do. They'll get like a nice healthy section and surround it with chocolate and be like,
But that's
those weak-willed people.
if I want veg, I'm not gonna put like Cadbury's caramel on the side of my mash and
No, you're just going to throw the veg on the shelf and go, fuck it, I'm just going to buy all this
All
chocolate
the chocolate.
instead.
It's like all
For
this-
Monday, I'll have crunchies. Tuesday, I'll have whispers.
That's a
That
thing
sounds like a good diet. Balanced. You've got honeycomb in there.
Aerated chocolate? Is that a separate food group?
It's good fresh oxygen.
That's a good point. The air is healthy.
There's actually oxygen within my chocolate
This
bar.
is healthy for me. We need oxygen to live.
It's one of my 5 a day. 5 what? 5 oxygens.
5 crunches keeps me
5
going.
gases a day.
Yeah, it's actually recommended that you have more than 5 oxygens.
Are you sure?
You should have infinite.
I get away with 5 usually.
Chocolate and the fucking veg. I was so insane. Honestly, I
Why are
can't.
you buying canned veg?
Because
Just buy fresh veg.
What it goes off.
What is canned veg soup?
Fresh
Canned veg is not no soup. Is.
Why that one washed over me?
Why is
I've never bought canned
soup?
veg before. What are you
You've never
expecting
bought
Armageddon?
canned veg?
Like canned potatoes or something. You know, the super
No, that
soft.
just sounds disgusting.
Sweet corn for one.
Sweet corn's canned.
Yeah.
Peas can
Fair
be
enough.
canned.
I don't consider sweet corn a food because it just comes out as it goes in. But
What do you consider it then?
just pointless.
Something that just passes
Pointless.
through
It's a
without
food-
any effect.
It's a meal accessory.
Just go straight. You
just
eat
a
it, it just
stomach-
drops out.
Just a stomach filler. You're going to fill out my shit in the morning.
Yeah, and then it's just all there in the toilet floating around. It's disgusting.
How can you not know what canned veg is?
No, I know,
We need
I
to.
know. I know you get sweet corn in a can now.
Yeah,
I
but you
figured
can get
that out.
you've
like
thought about
you
it.
can get like peas and carrots and stuff. But
Why?
if you're making like a stew or something, you can just whack a can in
Fresh
instead.
veg is way better, surely.
What are you doing? How do you get your peas? Are you podding them
Just
and
throw
shelling
A
them
bag
each
of
time?
frozen peas.
Well, that's not fresh, is it?
Well, it was fresh before it was frozen.
So the canned ones were fresh before they were canned.
Fair point. I can't argue with that. But carrots and stuff, that's getting a bit weird then.
No,
No, it's
it's
good in
not.
Does it
casseroles
come in like a
and stuff.
juice? Or is it just...
Yeah, it comes in
so it's
water.
soup. Well, carrot and water together is soup, basically. This is 2 ingredients.
Usually you put seasoning in a soup.
Remind me not to go to Benson's house for tea. You're coming round and making a lovely
I'm
carrot
making
soup.
Just a chopped up carrot in a bowl of water.
No, you don't chop it up. You just... it's a full carrot, skin on, a little bit of green leaf at the
Here's
top.
a wet carrot.
Just floating. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes you have to, if I don't have enough water, you have to dip it in. And then just eat it really quickly.
Oh my god.
That's
We're
really-
we're having dry carrot soup today because we've run out of water. Water's off. Here's a fucking carrot.
It's just a carrot.
It's really
Can I
blown
have
my
carrot soup? Hold the water. You'd like a raw carrot then? Yes, please. I just can't imagine buying carrots in a can.
I have frozen peas as well, but
I have
frozen peas are great.
Yeah.
I get
If you hurt your knee or
frozen
you're
mixed
hungry.
peppers as well. I get because it's a pain in the ass getting a pepper and cutting it all up. But you can get a bag of frozen mixed pepper slices that's already cut.
Already cut, so you don't have all the seeds to pick up on the kitchen
no fucking
floor.
about. You just grab a load and chuck them in. If you're
fair.
making a stew or something like that, or a chili,
and it
really
and it
easy.
lasts for ages as
Yeah, it
well.
lasts
Unlike
for
fresh
ages.
veg, so it just goes mouldy. In
Yeah,
your
but I
fridge.
just buy it for that week. I do the menu for that week,
Yeah,
buy it
but
and then do it.
I always buy like some fresh veg with my shopping, like some spinach and stuff like that, and then
Not canned spinach.
not
like
canned
Popeye
spinach.
spinach.
Like Popeye,
no,
yeah.
no.
There you go,
In
that's
a bag.
canned veg.
That is true.
I just
no,
never
in a
thought
bag.
about it, I suppose.
And then the next time I get my shopping, I just throw that one out and put the next one in, and it just never gets opened. It's like
It's a cycle of spinach.
I have the idea that I'll eat it, I just don't do it.
Spinach makes me laugh when you get a massive bag of
Spinach
it.
makes me laugh.
Yeah, but you get a massive bag of it and you put it in
you
a
saute it.
Fucking
put it in a
spinach,
pan.
man. He's a card.
It's hilarious with spinach.
Classic spinach.
No, but it's all big
2
and
bags of spinach, double act.
it's all big and leafy, and then you put it in a pan and it just comes out as like a fucking grain of rice.
kale. Hey, spinach, how you doing?
No, don't-
I'm all right, kale. How are
Kale's
you?
not funny. Kale's a bastard. That's a Tory spinach, is
But
it?
spinach does, it just become. You go if you saute it, if you put it in a pan and heat it
Well,
up, it just goes.
What's the word? There's a word for it, isn't there?
Well,
We're going to be here a while with this one. Spinach wilts. There we go.
Yeah, it does. That's a suggestion, isn't it? Wilted spinach. Let's see. It tells
Cooked
you to do
spinach,
that.
basically.
Yeah, it tells you to do that.
You meant to blend spinach to get the most nutrients.
I
out
just
of it.
eat it raw.
I like raw spinach in a sandwich
I
as
eat
well.
it raw a lot. Yeah, in a sandwich, well, nice raw.
I told you, didn't I, before? I think I've said it on the podcast. That for centuries, people believed it to be a superfood, and then they recalculated it and realised that the person who discovered the nutrient value of it misplaced the decimal point. So they thought it was really good for you, and it's all right for you, but it's not superfood.
Black pudding's a superfood.
Black pudding?
Yep.
Yes.
Because the amount of wheat and whole grain in it.
Oh, yeah.
Beetroot, superfood.
Yeah, beetroot. I fucking love
Blueberries.
pickled beetroot.
Blueberries
Oh,
are superfood. There's a fly.
That's not
Kill
superfood.
it.
Don't eat it.
Protein.
Yeah. Another piss boiler.
That's been eating blueberries though, so
Superfly.
is it a superfood now?
Another piss boiler.
Oh.
Supermarket
Stop.
related. They've.
All the
I
supermarket
just like
piss.
saying piss boiler.
Yeah,
because
we're
it's
going to
told me
keep
not to.
boiling that piss.
Uh,
We need a section called Boils My Piss.
Boils my piss.
The piss boiler.
And just the words "boil my piss" or what boils his piss.
Yep.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, some supermarkets are doing
Schmackets.
it. Schmackets. Some
Schmackets.
Schmackets.
Schmackets on Schmedia.
Some supermarkets are doing it now where they've taken the dates off the fresh
You need
fresh
to do
veg.
smell test.
Well, it's basically
There's only
it's
milk
to, it's
that
to
we've
say
done it on.
it's to
To
cut
stop
down on
waste.
waste, but it's for them to cut down on their waste and you
Yeah.
to take the stuff that's one day
Like
away
shit.
from going horrible. But they now use a super secret code on it, so it says like L37. It's like when you go to the dentist and they talk
7th
to
of
the
March.
all your teeth numbers
Yeah.
and that.
7th
Okay.
of March. That.
But basically, it works in the exact same way. So the
Once you know the
the
code.
higher up the number is, the longer date is. So if you've got some mushrooms that say 19th, 20th, 21st, get the ones that say 21st.
Yeah.
So it's
Look for
super.
the high numbers.
We are killing the supermarkets here.
Good, they can fuck off.
Yeah,
they
they
kill
make
the
it-
farmers, we'll kill them.
Fuck you, Tesco's.
Fuck you, supermarket.
Fuck you, Asda. We've got to say them all. So we're
Sainsbury's.
impartial.
Fuck you, Morrison's.
Waitrose,
Yeah.
M&S.
Fuck
Fuck
'em
you,
all.
Waitrose. Fuck you,
Morrison's.
M&S.
We always forget
I
Morrison's.
said Morrison's.
Did you?
Yeah.
Apologies.
Proper Yorkshire. Proper Yorkshire
What, Morrison?
supermarket. Mm.
Yeah.
And Asda is.
You, Morrison's.
Asda, yeah. That
Not
was,
anymore, though. It's Walmart.
No, it's not
Motherfucker.
Walmart anymore.
Is it not? They sold it?
Yeah, the same guys who own Asda own Sainsbury's. It's two brothers.
Oh,
they got-
it's
they got-
the
they got-
Sainsbury brothers, are they?
No, but they went to court because they were monopolising by buying two supermarkets.
Two? You get a bloody two supermarkets, you greedy fucking
Until everyone has one supermarket each.
Where's my supermarket?
But yeah, it used to be Walmart. That's when it really picked up, Asda. It really went from Associated Dairy to a proper...
What are you talking about?
Asda was Associated Dairy.
Why do you know all of this?
It's
and
from
not,
Yorkshire.
And not what canned veg is?
I worked there.
How do you not? You work there.
Well, he's never seen canned veg.
I worked... No,
If
'cause I,
somebody went up to him, like, where's the canned veg? He'd be like, what are you doing?
I,
Goes to his manager.
Such a bloody thing.
Mister, what's on aisle 4, please? Oh, you must never go there.
It's a forbidden aisle.
So I worked on fresh produce. So if someone asked me if someone...
This is why
if
he's
some- if
always
some-
putting the fresh produce.
If
You
someone
were
has-
just a salesman. Like, no, you don't want to buy that canned veg. You want to buy this that's 10 times
Some
more
old-
expensive and we'll go off in 2 days.
Some old lady would come up to me and go, can I have some canned veg? And I would give her the veg and then hit her with a can. Fucking canned veg.
The plot is
Put me out of the job.
I forgot that you
What,
worked
the
in
canned
Asda.
veg put you out of job?
Yeah,
Do you
because
just
everyone went
hate
to
it?
fucking canned veg.
Look
Fucking...
at him. Like, they're fucking bastards. I just wanted to give my fresh vegetables to people. And no, they came along with them cans and they put them in there. They ruined my life. I'm bankrupt. No.
The bankrupting me, the head of produce.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where the canned carrots are? Soup? Do you mean soup? Do you want some soup, do you?
Do you want a bottle of water and a
Here's some fresh carrots and a bottle of water.
Do you need a
Then
kettle?
You fucking soup.
Get out of my supermarket.
Do you need a kettle as well to boil it? You boil my carrot soup,
You
you
keep doing that, my piss will boil it for you.
put a bit of seasoning in it, piss in it if you want to, see if I care.
I forgot that you'd worked at Asda and you don't know what canned veg is.
Why would I need to know what it is if I didn't work on the canned veg aisle?
Probably why you didn't work there for long.
You must have walked past it every single
No,
day
I
when you
walked
went
from the where they stored the fresh produce to the part where it was displayed
Yeah,
for
the
customers.
beginning of the shop is the fresh veg. He never ventured further. He's like, this is my area. That's the forbidden
He didn't even go into the
zone."
back to clock in the whole
No.
time. He was never got paid a penny
Just
while he
walked
was
through
there.
the
never
front-
actually wore the
walked through
clothes.
the front doors and just hung around fresh veg all day.
No, when I say I worked at Asda,
I spent a lot of my
Just
childhood.
went down there every day, really, and just hung around the veg.
it's like standing next to the potatoes.
I was just trying to make sure that nobody was buying canned fucking veg. It's a
I had
protest.
to stop him.
It's a
I had to
protest
stop
for the
them all, so
people.
I just put myself in Asda.
The only way canned veg would be a good idea is if there's a nuclear bomb on the way. And then you're like, oh, well, I've got my canned veg, so it's all right.
Why is that helpful?
Because then you got your food supplies.
But you'd be dead.
No, if you survived it, silly.
Oh, of course.
I'd rather be dead than eat canned veg. Strike me down.
Benson sat there like, what rations have we got? Canned veg. No! I'll die!
I take the nuke on the head.
climbing out of the bomb shelter. Fuck
Fuck
off.
this! I'm off!
Don't
You
open
could
the
stay
door.
down here.
Don't open the door. No, I'm going to fry your canned veg. I'll just stand in the face of the bomb as the warhead hits my forehead. And it goes, oh.
Sammy's section.
Sammy's
Sammy's section.
Sammy's section.
Sammy's section.
Sammy's section.
Sammy's section. Sammy's section. Sammy's section. Very silly. Very silly. So, I'm so warm. I'm actually
Do
melting.
you think the listeners have clarified now that it's warm?
I've clarified.
They've clarified it's warm to us. Are they speaking to you now, Benson?
No, they've clarified
How
themselves.
often, when we're recording, do the listeners speak to
It'd
you?
be pretty weird if someone rang us right now.
Imagine that, yeah. Someone listening to it live from outside the window.
That's something we haven't
It's
done.
Shireen
before.
stood
Live
outside the
Shireen.
window.
Here's your coffee.
We've never done a
You
live.
ungrateful cunts.
We've never done a live show, no.
Yeah,
We should-
have.
We should do a live podcast. Get in touch with us on the Schmedias if you think we should do a live podcast.
I'm going to put it out there as well. So we do have
Putting it out there
a live version of the podcast, which
from back in the day.
from back in the day before Corona. All
Corona?
filmed and shit, complete with visual gags and all kinds of ill shit.
Shenanigans.
In front of a
Shenanigans.
sold-out audience at the podcast festival.
Sold
So
out, yeah.
if
Sold
enough
out.
people get in touch and ask us for it and say, "Oh, I'd like to watch that live version for free," enough people do it, we will stick it up on YouTube for you.
How many people
Use the hashtag free the video.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hashtag free the video.
Hashtag free the video.
How many
Contact
people's
us on.
enough?
Let's say 10.
Aiming high.
Yeah, just 10. Just one. Say one.
One person has. Here it is.
Yeah.
It's already there.
Yeah, get in touch with us on social media at killerrabbitpod. Email us at killerrabbitpodcast@gmail.com. Say, I'd like to watch that video. It's an hour long, and we'll stick it up for free on YouTube for you to watch. It's
And if your name is Eric Idle, it never happened. We never put it up, and we don't owe you any royalties.
good. Yeah, none
No
at all.
royalties
from Yorkshire.
whatsoever.
Not a one royalty.
Not a
Plus,
one.
it wasn't us that performed that song. It was the Tinfoil Wombles.
Yeah,
Tinfoil
It's
Wombats.
the
Wombats.
tinfoil. No, it was Wombles.
Was it Wombles?
Yeah, it was
Okay, it
Wombles.
was the Tinfoil Wombles. It wasn't us.
Yeah.
It was mad people in tinfoil.
So you need to chase them down for royalties if
Yeah.
you so
And
want
you know
to.
it wasn't us because we weren't playing our specified instruments.
That's it,
But
exactly.
To be
Different
fair,
instruments.
Mr. Idle, Eric Idle, actually retweeted that and said he enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if he used those.
Why,
words.
Then
why
he
do we,
did-
why
He
do
might
we-
have said you
No, he
thieving
just said,
cunts. Oh no, he
"Where
said
are my
you're
royalties?"
yeah,
But
he
you're
said you're
from
from
Yorkshire,
Yorkshire.
so I'm
Yeah, I
not gonna
won't get
get
any
any.
royalties. Hey, he was right.
Why don't we release that as a taster? And then if people want to see it, we need 50 hashtags.
That would
save
put
free
people
them.
off, I think.
Really?
It's the ending of the show. We can't tease something with the ending of the show.
Oh,
That's
I
true.
always tease with the ending. It's a terrible, terrible way of going about life.
You should
but
tease with the tip. How do you tease with the ending?
it's just,
it's not a tease really. It's just oh shit.
That's
I'll
exactly.
just tease it.
Puts his balls in.
Go knee first.
That's
Wow.
assault. That's assault. So, anyway,
Free the video.
Yeah, if you-
Hashtag
Free the video.
if you want to watch
50. We want 50, not 10 or 1.
If you want to watch the live show, come and tell us on social media.
and we
or
want
email
50,
us.
Sam. Sam's not committing to 50 now.
I commit to
10. I'll do it.
No, it's 50.
No, you can't sell them the pirate version. Would you steal a video?
Would you download a car? Yes, I would download
I would
a car. Of course.
100%.
I'd 3D print a
Like,
car.
how-
I'd-
who the fuck wouldn't download a
Yeah.
car? Oh, do you want to download a car for free?
Yes, please.
100% yes. You wouldn't download
You
a
said
car.
you wouldn't steal a car.
You know that video?
Not download a car. It doesn't say download a car.
It does say you wouldn't.
You wouldn't
no,
steal
no,
a
that's
car.
the IT crowd piss take version, isn't it? That you wouldn't download a car. You know that. You know that video though, and you know the music in the background that's always on.
That they're copyrighted.
Yeah, they didn't have permission to
Oh,
use
yeah,
it.
that
They
was
stole
brilliant,
it.
isn't it? Yeah.
So they got in trouble because they pirated the music.
Yeah, that was.
High tension drama music.
What a story that was, yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, man. Love that. I think we covered that in an old podcast that we did.
Oh,
as
did
well.
we?
Yeah,
It
there's-
didn't exist. Only the live show exists. Free the video.
No, the old podcast that really didn't exist.
Oh, the one that never existed.
Yeah, that never existed. The one that we didn't record 20
secret
episodes of.
Never.
Yeah.
If you say free the penis, we'll release that one.
I thought
No,
you were
he
going to say free the
fucking
pedo then. Genuinely. I thought, why is he going to say this? Why is he going to say, oh, he didn't.
All right, super hands. Fucking hell.
Free the pedos.
Swan and pedo. Right, anyway, we need to get on with Sammy's section.
Oh, Sammy's
Do we have
section,
to?
isn't it? Well, we did the song and everything.
Yeah,
Oh, we did.
So we should.
What is it today?
Well, I just wanted to ask Benson. You love a flight sim, don't you?
I love most sims, but yeah,
You
flight
fuck.
sim's
You
my
fuck. Yes, you do.
the fuck sim.
It's
as
your
well.
favourite one, isn't it? The flight sim.
Yes,
Would you say?
Of all the Sims.
Yeah, you have been known to fly full
Sims?
destinations, haven't you?
Yes.
What's the longest you've flown?
6 hours probably.
Where from?
Trying to.
He's
It-
doing his captain now, isn't he?
It was Chicago's
That's what he does. He sits there and does that while he's doing his
Chicago's
flights.
O'Hare Airport.
Okay.
O'Hare Airport.
Today
to
we're
LAX,
setting off
LAX.
from
Did I tell you? I mean, as a side, I once did a perfect flight, landed it perfectly, big 737. First time I landed it really nicely, and then found out I landed at the wrong airport. Turns out pilots have made that mistake in the past.
If you
landed in the wrong airport.
look to the left, you will see the Eiffel Tower. We're going to Egypt.
We're in the
you bastard.
wrong country.
23.
So, how would you fancy? I know you like flying, but how would you fancy being an air traffic controller?
Oh, they have a sim for that as well, VAT sim.
Do they? It's called what?
Called VAT sim, and you can join servers as a pilot, which has real life
Air traffic
ATC.
control.
Really?
Yeah.
So they have like
And they
full
have,
role
and if
play
you,
servers.
if you fuck about on that, you get booted.
Yeah, they have
I've landed
full,
at the
like,
wrong airport. Dream on, my friend.
full serious people
I do
who
it-
will be on
Send
there
a
because
hitman to your house.
I do it properly.
pilots
Like,
will use it for practice with a proper air traffic controller
yeah.
and
Oh,
stuff
wow.
like that. So there is these servers where people are super serious.
and I do
Super
it.
serious.
Super serious.
I do it properly where, like, I even put the fasten seatbelt sign on, and I've got a downloadable content that then does a. The captain has
Ding
ignited
dong.
the fasten seatbelt sign, so please.
Why don't you come on and go?
No, because it's the air staff, cabin crew that do that, and
Fasten
they're
seatbelt.
really like vibrant and love life. Oh, the captain has highlighted the fasten seatbelt sign because we're about to crash. So buckle in, we're going down. And the captain would be like, we're going to crash it.
So I'm here to test your skills, Benson. So
You're
you're
an air traffic controller.
Yeah, you're an air traffic controller right now,
Oh, fucking.
and you're watching your little radar, and you notice
Can I
that
ask, am I a tower controller or am I a airspace controller? Because they're two different things.
you
Your
will.
tower would
You
normally
tell
use
you
visual.
tell me when I give
Well,
you the
tower would-
scenario because you
okay.
know more about this than I do.
Okay.
So don't destroy my skit.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So you're the air traffic controller, right? Okay.
Yes.
And you're looking at your radar, and you notice that KRP Airlines flight 6969 going from Atlanta to Barcelona seems to
Not a
have gone
flight path, but okay.
seems to have gone off its flight path and
To a
has
real
now
flight path.
actually seems to be turning back and going back towards Atlanta. What are you doing? Send a message through to the KRP
Send a-
Airlines
I'll be- text them.
6969.
SMS them. What you doing, mate? Well, first of all, a plane wouldn't usually U-turn without getting clearance from air traffic control. So the first thing,
no.
what you doing? What you fucking doing?
Can you take this serious? Please?
Okay, so
I-
it'd be kilo.
you're not-
What's the
you're not-
tail sign?
you're not-
Yeah, you need the
It's
call sign
KRP
and stuff.
6969, but what's
Yeah.
the call sign?
that one, KRP 6969.
So it'd be
Can you through it as well?
Kilo Romeo Papa 6969er. American accent.
Yeah,
needed,
it's
apparently.
fine. Yeah, we're in Atlanta, so
What would it be?
what are you going to say to me?
We can see you've made a 180-degree turn back to Atlanta. Everything okay?
Negative. It's just a biohazard issue. We've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta.
I don't have any more. You're done now. Thank you very much. that was fantastic.
I was going to go say again, did not read.
I know this.
Did you say? I've seen the diarrhea story.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
That's the flight path Atlanta to Barcelona.
Oh, it
so,
does
yeah,
exist.
so it does
Fair
exist. It
enough.
does exist. Yeah, so this was the Delta Airbus A350, and that was the actual recording from the plane. And you said to text them, and that's what they did first. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you can. There's a. It's not a text.
like a text relay
But
type.
yeah,
thing.
there's a
It's
thing
like
on
chat
the
box.
computer where you can do
Like a
shorthand messages.
So they text. It literally said in the article they text them, and it said the text verbatim was divert to ATL, passenger diarrhea all over aircraft, biohazard. So they got in touch and did exactly what you did, and they got in touch back and said,
Negative. It's just a biohazard issue. We've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta.
And that's what happened?
See, I didn't read the full story. Did one passenger have diarrhea all the way through, or did all the passengers have diarrhea?
One passenger.
passenger.
And
Diarrheaed all the way through.
Did you see the video of the aftermath?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
Somebody walking down the aisle, and there's just loads of paper towels all down the aisle, just obviously covered in shit. And I just couldn't work out what happened. If they've got paper towels, have they come from the toilet with the?
Well, someone's probably tried cleaning bits of it up.
Covering it up so people don't step.
Because everyone has to get off the plane still, and they don't want them climbing over the seats.
Yeah, and the
That
aisle's
whole
just
plane will
covered in
need
shit.
defumigating now, like chairs taken out, proper deep cleaned.
Well, one passenger said the vanilla-scented disinfectant used on it only made it smell like vanilla shit.
Vanilla shit is a great band name.
And that's a whole different
Vanilla
conversation
shit.
about air freshener and how it doesn't fully mask smells. It just makes them smell like
It just
floral
adds,
shit.
It adds to the
Yeah,
smell.
it does.
That's it. It just adds on.
Seasoned shit.
But there's very little information on what actually happened other than somebody fucking shat themselves all the way
I mean,
up the
imagine
plane.
having diarrhea on a
Literally just-
plane. That
yeah,
sucks.
but
Imagine-
they shat all down the fucking plane.
Imagine being that person that's got a whole fucking plane to turn back when everyone's going on holiday to
That's a
Barcelona. Can you
dodgy-
imagine the looks? Boo! With your
you
shit
just
here.
wouldn't have left the toilet. You'd be
That's
like,
a-
I'll stay here until you've landed.
Yeah.
I had some dodgy Mexican the night before, didn't I? That's...
Oh, it's bad that. It's
Plus,
bad.
you know, if you've got, it doesn't all of a sudden start.
Yeah, he she, they must have felt something.
A rumble
Like,
in the tumble.
their stomach would have been bubbling when they got on that plane.
You never get on a plane with bubble belly. That's-
Well, you're going to chance it, aren't you, if you're going on holiday?
Well, you might be going back.
Can you
It
imagine
might
sat-
have been a Barcelonian.
Can you
Like a
imagine
couple of Imodiums, you'd be aight.
just sat there going, "Yay, we're going on holiday." What's that smell?
Is this the excitement belly, or is this?
Maybe they were nervous about the flight.
Why would you get out of the toilet like you said? I'll just stay in the toilet, me.
Well, what I'm thinking is
They stood up and rushed down
Yeah.
the plane. Yeah,
And that's why it got
Because their
everywhere.
miles are not easy to move quickly
yeah.
down.
It's America to Barcelona. I'm assuming they were probably wearing shorts or a skirt.
And then somebody's got the food trolley. Then there's someone else selling aftershave and cigarettes. And you having to climb over all them while shitting on people.
shitting everywhere. This is vile. This is such
An
a
Airbus
disgusting
350 has a
sight.
lot of toilets as well.
Yeah, no, it's a big plane.
It's got like 6 bulkheads, so there'll be 12 toilets minimum.
So it's an hour into the journey, has to turn back, go back to Atlanta. Then they have to wait 5 hours for them to completely strip out the carpets and, like you say,
basically
disinfect the whole fucking
plane.
thing.
It is a biohazard though, because
Yeah, it is.
what if it was not just diarrhea? What if it was something like poison?
Do you think
Yeah.
the same person, the diarrhea person, got back on the plane 5
Well, no,
hours
if-
later? I was
if-
like, no, I'm
if they-
feeling
if
fine,
they
honestly.
might
And everyone's
have
like,
had,
no.
I can safely say
not
that if
getting
they
on.
did a biohazard in America, they are now currently in a
It's a
very
terrorist.
small cell. Not
That's
tall,
what it is. It's a terrorist
It's not tall
attack.
enough to stand up
It's on a
in.
plane.
It's not wide enough to stretch your arms or lay down in. They're in a box somewhere right now.
They might have had like a medical examiner check them over. Are you still shitting?
Just put a cork up there.
There's embarrassing things, isn't there? And then there's ruining several. How many people can fit on
But
one
would
of
you
those Airbuses?
And a 350.
200, something like
No,
that?
about more than that.
But it got me thinking anyway.
Oh,
Is
God,
that not
there's
the end
more
of-
of this.
Oh, no, it got
Is
me.
this your top?
Well called. It's time for Sam's top 5 strangest aborted plane journeys. In at number 5, a real-life Home Alone or Airport Alone, as a Malaysia-bound plane had to turn back to Saudi Arabia after a passenger left her baby in the airport. Neck pillow, check. Cheap duty-free, check. Giant Toblerone, check. Nah, definitely not forgotten anything here.
Come in.
In at number 4, it's back to the fecal theme. In 2016, a British Airways plane flying from Heathrow to Dubai had to turn around because of complaining passengers who said, quote, "There's a really smelly poo in the toilet." What a badge of honour that is. My shit smells so bad, it caused a major flight disruption. In at number 3, in 2013, Cho Hyun-ah caused a plane to turn back down the runway as a result of nuts. And no, this is not allergy-related. The first-class passenger was infuriated by the fact that macadamias had been served to her without her asking for them, and without a plate! Heaven forfend! In at number 2, a United Airlines flight to Hawaii was forced to return after a passenger refused to sit down during meal service. According to the FBI, the passenger didn't want to eat and instead wanted to do yoga and meditation in the back area of the plane. When they insisted he sat down, he became angry and violent. And I thought yoga and meditation was supposed to chill you out. And at number 1, forget your crying babies. And I don't want to hear about your seat-kicking toddlers. No, in 2013, an American Airlines flight from Los Angeles to New York had to make an emergency landing in Kansas after a passenger refused to stop singing I Will Always Love You. I bet there wasn't much love for her. And that is Sam's top 5 strangest aborted plane journeys.
That song's going to be stuck in my head again.
Fantastic.
For weeks.
The sign of the swinging cymbal. It's a good song. Good tune. Good tune. What do you reckon then? Which was your favourite?
The macadamia one.
That's crazy.
That's just first class privilege, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. You've served them without me asking, and I don't have a plate.
Yeah. So she kicked off.
It's a
to
shame
the
you can't
degree.
just eject first class. From
That was the
They
only
should all
one.
have an eject. All the flight attendants should have an eject button for annoying passengers.
That was the only one that hadn't taken off. They just went halfway down the runway and went, nah, fuck this. Turned back, like, get her off.
No, I'm not having this
Yeah.
with you bitch.
If you're complaining about your nuts and lack of plates before we set off, what are you going to be like in the air? Fuck off, love.
I love the FBI getting involved with the yoga misdemeanor.
I can't believe that.
Maybe
Look, you're getting stressed out.
Yeah, I put it in there that yoga meditation is supposed to chill you out, but maybe that was the problem.
You
Maybe
know
I
that
don't
had
know,
it
I'm
for ages,
getting
yeah.
really stressed if I don't meditate.
I need to yoga.
The irony of kicking off with everyone because you're so pissed off you can't meditate.
I know.
I love that. But yeah,
Can't calm down, so I'm going to kick it off.
yeah, the woman who kept singing "I Will Always Love You" literally on repeat, not just once,
Just.
loudly singing.
that
"I
the-
will always love you."
She's obviously really drunk, I imagine.
No. The
No.
only excuse given was that she was a diabetic, which notoriously makes you
People sing,
Dolly
yeah.
Parton
Well known.
songs. Yeah.
That's
Dolly
right.
Parton.
Most lead singers are diabetic.
Oh, not the Whitney
Do you not
Houston
know?
song.
Well, yeah, but the original was by Dolly Parton.
Yeah, but she's not singing that version. She's singing the.
She's not singing that
Well,
version.
everyone's-
She is singing that version because Dolly Parton wrote it.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
she's
she's
singing the
probably
Whitney
not, though.
and that one.
Yeah,
Everyone
Dolly
knows the
Parton
Houston
sings
version.
exactly
She
the
does.
same.
Oh, does she?
Yeah,
It's
but
not like a. And I will always love you.
Like a banjo. And I will always love you. Bang, bang, bang.
This is a country song that nobody can copy.
That'd be a much
Then
better
Whitney
version.
Houston, we have a problem, comes along.
yeah, she wrote that and Jolene in the same day. Dolly Parton.
Jolene.
Didn't she actually?
Jolene.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
I will always love you.
No, she hated Jolene.
So they had to stop in Kansas, and then they subdued her before they got there, and then arrested her.
Dude.
Yeah, punch her in the face, mate. Can you imagine that?
Well, the
though?
American
Just
flights,
stop
yeah.
singing. I will
American
always love
flights
you.
have air marshals, don't
Yeah,
they? With
innit?
stun guns and stuff. So, and
It's a notoriously difficult song to sing as well. So the
So
chances
there were
are
notes.
they were murdering it as well on the
Cats,
plane.
just
Yeah.
cats
Yeah.
screaming.
So yeah,
that was an amazing section, Sam. Well done.
In the same ilk as this section, I actually had a story that just adds to this
Let's go.
completely.
Let's
so
go.
I'm going to bring it up. Here, let me
Sam's
find
section
this story.
extended
This is
edition.
this is extended, and just you
version
wait.
2 Super Deluxe Edition.
Where is it now? Let's bring this up here. Okay, so this. Oh God! So when this episode airs, me and Benson will be over in the US, won't we?
We will when this episode goes out.
Yeah, we should be in Vegas when
Viva
this goes out.
Las Vegas.
So right now you two are in Vegas.
We'll be coming
as
to
we
the end
speak.
of our Vegas holiday. Yeah.
Oh,
I suppose if you listen to it during the period that you're there, if you're listening to this in 3 years, I mean, you might be in Vegas
we
then.
might have loved it that much.
Yeah.
We go back again.
I'll never come back. Imagine that.
Never.
Then
come
we'd have
back.
to remote the pod. That'd be awkward.
That'd be annoying.
So interestingly, this story is about a flight from Las Vegas to Montreal of a woman
Canada.
called Susan Benson. I'm not fucking joking.
There's other people called Benson out there.
My name's Benson. Jensen Benson.
The article repeatedly refers to her as Benson.
Can we just?
I'm not fucking joking. It's right
I'm
here.
only Susan on a Saturday.
Can we assume that this is Benson's mum?
I think this is or it's just Benson in a dress. Either way,
Can we hear from Susan Benson now?
Hello.
I always expect you to go in the high.
I
but
can't do a high
you always
pitch.
go lower than your
can't-
actual
I can't
voice to do a
I
woman.
smoked 50 a day for 40
I can't
years,
do a
you
high pitched
fucker.
voice. We know this.
Try it. Go on, be Susan Benson.
Hello.
That's much better.
Hello.
Hi,
I'm
I'm
Susan
Susan
Benson. Can't do it.
Hello, my name's Susan Benson. I work at local Chippy, and I'll give you 2 scallops at price of 1 if you ask nicely.
please.
Fuck yeah.
So anyway,
So,
Benson, Mrs.
Susan
Benson.
Benson.
Subi.
Subi.
Sue me. No, don't sue me.
So Subi put a post on Facebook about this flight, where she's saying that she watched 2 women and a man struggle to get seated on this flight as they came on, and the problem was when they came on, they noticed a bit of a foul smell, but hadn't realised where it was coming from. And quickly they learned that their seats on the previous flight had been thrown up all over. So what had the flight attendants done? Given them a wash down and sprayed some perfume on them.
Duty-free perfume.
So now they smell of perfume and sick.
Yeah.
And these people could tell immediately.
Puke Paris, if you will.
So what?
I will.
Thank you.
That was it. So what do you think happened to these people who clearly didn't want to sit in the puke covered seats that stunk of puke? What did Air Canada do? Threw them off the plane.
I thought you were going to say threw up all over him.
The CEO of Air Canada marched up and went,
All the employees of Air Canada came down and just vomited everywhere. No, they chucked them off the plane because they didn't want to sit in those puke smelly fucking seats.
Oh, I can pretty much smell that puke
With the
smell.
perfume,
with the treated
trying
aircon
to
as
mask
well.
it, yeah, and it's just going to be there for the entire flight. And that's what, a Las Vegas to Montreal flight.
So the flight going into Vegas.
Oh, he's coming out.
No, but
from Vegas. Oh,
the
yeah.
original flight would have been going into Vegas. They started partying too early.
That's it, and they vomited. They failed before they
Smells
even
is
got to
my
Vegas.
thing as well.
If I had to triggers everyone.
If I had to sit on a pukey seat, I would probably throw up myself.
It triggers
I would not
everybody.
be happy at all. The thing is, the smell comes from everywhere. You can't escape it. Can you?
Smells really, really
Yeah, and
boil my
especially
piss. If they're bad smells.
and if you're on an airplane and you're trapped, it can have an adverse effect. Can't it? It can make you want to get up and get off, and people might freak out, especially if they had a few jars and that on the plane. So they just chucked them off a plane.
Have you ever been sat next to somebody at, I don't know, work or on a bus or a train or whatever, and typically, I don't want to generalise, but it's usually an older lady, and she'll have doused herself
in perfume.
but it's like a really cheap or horrible smelling perfume that just sticks to the back
It's like
of your
it
throat.
suffocates you as well, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
stifles everything
handle
around
It's
it.
like walking through a department store as well.
Yeah.
With all the perfume.
Oh, I hate doing that. It's like
That's what
sensory.
killed Debenhams.
It's like sensory overload, though, isn't it?
It is big
all
time,
these
yeah.
different smells and everything's going on, and I just want to leave. It's fucking horrible. Yeah, I hate it. Smells are a bad one, but
Yeah. Could not sit on a pukey seat.
no. Even if they'd cleaned it, if it still smelt like that, no, not in a million
But
years.
it obviously did, because if it didn't, they wouldn't have noticed
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They
Whereas
sat down.
They
and
didn't even sit
sat
down
down
in
and
the
saying, I'm
seats.
glad my seat doesn't smell of puke.
They literally
Well, funny
knew
you should say
immediately.
that, because before you got on, don't mention it.
You know what? It reminds me of a clip from the Bean movie, the original one, where he goes to Hollywood, and he accidentally pops a sick bag over a guy.
Yeah, over that.
But the noise and stuff it makes, as a kid, it always made me feel sick.
Yes, I know exactly what you
Yeah,
mean.
he got, pfft.
Oh, I need to watch that film again. I'll have missed
It's
it.
a great film.
Yeah, he's brilliant. But I thought that story just
Bane.
fit perfectly with the end of this
It did,
section.
absolutely did.
Absolutely perfect, especially seeing it seemed as though it was Benson in a dress on the way leaving Las
Hang on,
Vegas.
what's she to do with the story? Was she
She
just
witnessed
a
it,
bystander?
apparently. No, she
right.
just
Oh, she
witnessed
wasn't the
it.
sick smeller.
No,
she just witnessed
she-
the sick smelling.
She was straight on
witnessed-
Facebook.
She witnessed these 3 people go, wait, hold up, why did these seats smell? Oh, and then find out they'd
I
been
remember
puked
putting it
all
on
over.
Facebook. I put PM me hun on commenting on it.
Did you
dreadful flight, PM me, hun.
did you ever go on a plane when smoking was allowed on a plane?
No,
No,
never
that's-
been on a smoky
I've been on
plane.
planes where they still had the ashtrays in the seats, but that was like in the
Yeah.
late 90s.
They still have them now.
Not in the seats, they don't.
Oh, in the toilets.
In the
there's
toilets,
still one.
you know, that's because
Is it if they charter it?
no, it's because it stops people putting the stubs out in the toilet toilet roll bin. You could start a fire, so they still give them an ashtray because they know some people.
Some
will
people are
be
going to be
stupid.
twats.
Dodgy bastard.
I thought it was if you hired it private, because then it doesn't matter. Then you can smoke.
Yeah, but then playing like proper plane, like
Oh yeah, if you're doing it
brand- you know-
hiring a private jet, but you can charter a jumbo, a normal.
Oh yeah.
First several flights I got in my life was both my mum and dad smoked, and on the smoking section of the plane.
Oh my god!
Just
And
in
then
a-
what's the
in a
point of a smoking section? Because on an airtight container in the sky.
I think that's
Because
The
it's
smoke's going everywhere.
separated by like curtains. and
by a
stuff, yeah.
single fucking.
Well, and then every
The
time
smoke will never get through that. The smoke's knocking on the curtain. Going, can I come through, please?
when
No,
you open it, it's
it's
like
not the
stars in your
smoking
eyes.
section.
Cabin crew come through, and he's like, "Tonight, Matthew."
I'm
And
going to
the
be
cabin
coughing
crew-
everywhere.
Cabin crew running down, going, "No smoke! Get out of
I
this
couldn't
section, smoke!"
It's like people smoking in cinemas. Could not imagine it.
It
But
was
I want enough for smoking pubs or anything like that.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was fantastic.
on a plane. It was horrific.
I'm not
pressurized
surprised.
container with
Yeah.
But the
everybody
aircon-
smoking. And the thing is,
What else is there to do when you can smoke?
that's it. Yeah, because smoking a lot of the time comes from boredom, doesn't
Yeah.
it? If you just sat there, I'll just have a cig. So the majority of the smokers on there would pretty much be changed. There'd be no. I think I can't remember if I've got this correct, but I think I did the flight to Australia, like a 24-hour flight
Oh, on a smoking plane.
in a smoky plane.
I
you
smoke,
might as well be
but even
exposed to
that's too
asbestos.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoke, but even that's too much for me.
There would be somebody, at least one, well, probably several people smoking for the whole thing, because somebody, and with everybody else around you smoking, you think,
of
oh, I'll just
duty-free
have one.
cigarettes
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh yeah, give us a
I'm
can.
never running out.
Fucking lining up, fucking 26.
Smoking 6 at a time. Fucking
Look at me, these cost me piss all
I'm
these.
surprised they didn't have to have like a extractor fan. They just put it
Just
all into the
fucking-
sky.
Planes go, you know, all that fucking smoke that people
The original
say.
chemtrail.
They say it was chemtrails. It wasn't really. They were just ejecting cigarette smoke.
I could not imagine it at all.
It's mad,
It's
honestly,
like
when I think back
hotel
to it.
rooms,
It's mad.
smoking rooms, and like just confined spaces. It magnifies the smoke element.
It does. It gets suffocating.
It's mad. Well, I smoked at the time when the smoking ban came out, and it really, really infuriated me, pissed me off. But then thinking back to
But
it,
planes banned it way before that.
yeah, they did. But like McDonald's and Burger King, you could smoke in there. You
Yeah.
get like a little foil ashtray on every table.
In McDonald's?
McDonald's
Yeah,
and Burger
McDonald's.
King.
Big Mac and a pack of Lambert and Butler,
Get
please.
a little
I don't
ashtray
think
with
they
the
solved
golden
their
arches
facts.
on. Didn't they? They had them like they were like a weird browny orange color, like
Yeah.
brownish glass, wasn't
Yeah.
it, with a little M on it?
And you could get ones that look like,
McDonald's
I think
ashtray?
it might have been McDonald's later on or Burger King, but they had like almost like little cherry Bakewell holders, just a little foil tin
Oh,
that you
yeah,
put
yeah.
your cigs in.
Did people want to smoke that much that they
Yeah,
couldn't
right.
go
Yeah,
like
when
a
we-
minute
when-
after the Big Mac and then, I need a cig now.
Yeah. No,
Every
while you're
single-
eating the Big Mac.
Oh yeah.
Cig in one corner of the mouth, eat through
I
the other
imagine
corner.
Big Mac's
Multitasking. Time is money, Benson.
Big Mac sauce and smoke.
If I ever see like videos from when we were kids, like me and my sister and that, when we were like 2 or 3 years old, everyone around everywhere, in the house, outside the house, as a fag. Every single person, grandparents, aunties, uncles, everyone is smoking. It were one of them.
Yeah.
Everyone smoked.
So when I first started driving, I smoked then. I'd have my window down, right-handed, so I'd have my hand out of the window and flick the ash off out the window. But my parents left-handed, so they wouldn't be able to do it out the window. So they did it into the ashtray, and invariably they'd have the windows closed as well, so they'd just be smoking, dabbing it into
That's
the
another
ashtray in the
confined
car.
space.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I can't handle. See, I can't handle being inside anyway without having fresh air coming through.
Right,
Like,
right
oh,
now, because
like
we're so
right now, this
committed
is
to sound
awful.
quality.
Like so thick.
Yeah, it
But
is.
normally every day, even if it's winter, middle of winter, all my windows are open.
Oh.
Always.
I like the fresh air coming
Yeah,
in.
it's got to be, especially in the morning when you can take a big deep breath and it's right crisp.
And all that
At the
pollution.
moment, though, it's that where it's so warm where you crack open a window and you don't feel anything.
It's
It's
just
like
thicker.
there's no air.
Another heat wave coming through the window.
You're like, close the windows. It's got hotter inside.
And we've come to the end of another episode of Killer Rabbit Podcast. Yeah! Thanks for listening. We love you very much. We'd love you even more if you could get online and give us a nice cheeky little review. Go on Apple
Dare
Podcasts,
you.
on Spotify, Podcast Addict, wherever you listen to it. Give us a nice 5-star review and say, these guys are really great and I like them very much.
They'll never
And
do
if they
it.
write those
Never.
words exactly what I just said, I've forgotten already what I said,
I
but
don't know what you said,
if
but
they write
they can
exactly,
rewind.
yeah, of course they can. They can listen again. Then I will be pleased.
That's it. I will be.
Somebody's already gone and rewound to then get back to it.
If we get a shitload of reviews in the next week, we'll release that video instead of the 50. So it could be one or the other.
50 reviews or 50 hashtags.
Yeah, I like that. Or a combination
Cumulative,
of the two.
yeah.
Cumulative, yeah.
Yeah. So give us some nice reviews.
Hashtags. We'll release the sold out show we did.
Yeah, we will release that.
One time only,
One
sold
time
out show.
only, yeah. We've never done a live
We
show
can do a
before.
live watch along as well.
Is he fucking whoring us out for more work here?
No, he's whoring himself out.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be
Benson's
there.
just doing a live watch along.
I'm not saying we'll show up to it. While we're on the TV, how can we be in two places at once?
That's true. That's true. We've got to be inside the TV box, haven't we?
Yeah, extra Killer Rabbit content for you. A full
Or the-
hour-long live show, video and everything.
Toilet roll included.
Toilet
Yeah,
roll
that's true.
included.
Back then, there wasn't the toilet roll shortage, so we could use it as props.
Cold open.
Cold open.
There's a fact hunt. There's a
A
quiz.
song.
There's 3 stories from around the world.
A musical
there's
number.
Physical props. There's a musical number.
Oh,
there's
there's
everything.
you want in a show.
Yeah. I've just
In
wanna-
a sold out auditorium.
Yeah, you can tell that we really want to release it, but you need to do the work as well. We keep asking you, come on, just give us a little nice review or something. Get on, give us a like, a share, whatever. Find us on the socials at Killer Rabbit Pod. Come and say hello. Email us at killerrabbitpodcast@gmail.com. Give us stories, suggestions, topics, ask us questions, ask us for advice.
I mean, on your head be it if you do, though.
Yeah, whatever.
In fact, do ask us for advice, because we can bring back Agony Uncle.
Exactly, and somebody got in
Yeah,
touch
boy.
asking us to do more of those. He said, are you going to do more Agony Uncle
Did they give us something
sections?"
to talk about?
No, they didn't.
Well, then we can't do it if
Yeah,
you're not
We're
giving us a
we're
subject.
not going to do the work.
Yeah, or just
I mean, we
or
can't
just make it up.
make it up. We have people have to send us
So-
stuff for us to do Agony
It
Uncle.
would be too easy for me.
Anyway, Gary's got in touch and he says that he was having a little wank when his penis fell off, and
Congratulations,
his
Gary.
mum saw him and said, "You need to go to the doctors," and he said, "No." What advice would you give?
I'm loving this accent that you're doing.
I don't know. Yeah, so somebody's had a wank, penis fell off. Mum says go to the doctors. They've said no. Advice, go.
Go to
If
the
they've
doctor.
already said no, they've made the decision.
What's he gonna do?
Stitch it
What's the
back on.
doctor going to do?
Yeah.
Well, either
Turn him
stitch
into
it
a
back
lady.
on or turn him into a lady.
But he's already said no. He's
Or
made
we
his
could-
mind up. What we
or-
can't. Are we helping the mum in this situation, or the person?
I just
who's-
wanted to see if we would
just
give the
fake.
advice for a completely made up
I
story,
mean,
and
we
we're
will
going
do
for it.
still.
We're
He
going
could-
for
He
it.
could get turned into a Ken doll.
And then get a skywriter.
and it needs to be at least 10 miles straight.
But if you get in touch and tell us a bullshit story, we don't know. We might call you bullshit. But yeah, get in touch. Come on.
Yeah, that's
Get in
true.
We'll
touch.
call you bullshit.
Yeah. And if you sat there thinking of somebody else will do it, they're not fucking
No,
do
and if
it.
you sat
you.
there thinking what I've got is just not funny enough, just send it anyway. Just send us.
Yeah.
As mundane as you think it is, we will do something with
Yeah.
it.
If you say, I went to the shop and I had some fun and I bought some carrot soup and it was water, then we will enjoy that. We will
Benson will get raged because it's not soup.
yeah, we will enjoy the mundanity of your stories. But
Mundanity.
But seriously, we do appreciate you listening, and yeah, we love you all very much. And these guys are in Vegas right now as I speak, and I'm missing them very much. So please get in touch with me. Come and say hello to little Sam.
Go keep Sam
He's on
company
his
because
own.
we might not come back.
No, we've just won a million, cajillion.
And then stuck it all on black. Now you got nothing.
Ah, no, it's Game of the Red.
It's a well-known fact that when you go to Vegas, you turn Italian.
That's what happens.
That's
Yeah.
what happens.
That is
So
what
yeah,
happens.
they're in Vegas right now. Come and say hello to me because I'm Ronry. No,
Run me.
I can't do that. I'm just impersonating Kim Jong-il from
You're just doing a
Team
Team America World Police impression.
Yeah, I can. Good. I think we'll end it there before I say anything else that I regret. It's the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening. I've been Sam.
I've been Benson.
And I've been Adam.
Bye for now. Love you.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, 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 bye,
Bye.
Free the hashtag. That's not right.
Free the video.